Hi, this is Jill Speaks Wisdom. I hope everything is well today. I've been talking about family narcissistic abuse because narcissistic abuse comes in all kinds of situations in your life. So if you're my age or if you're in your 30s or 40s, you could experience it in the workplace, with a friend where it seems a little off, and even in your relationship or marriage. We weren't taught this stuff growing up. And many of us growing up actually came from a narcissistic, toxic family matrix. Call it the matrix because it extends throughout the family unit, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, and you grow up in this your whole life. And if you are the scapegoat, you are the one that they tend to disrespect the most, and you wonder why. And you go through your whole, growing up wondering why this is happening. The narcissistic people just, they need someone to kind of be their punching bag. And the reason why we can take it and we handle it is because we are very strong people. We're creative people, and we do well despite our family. We somehow just move on and do good things. So the toxic family matrix, like I said, it can include the siblings. If you have a narcissistic parent or two, they will triangulate the siblings, and one sibling is going to be the scapegoat, as I was, and my older brother was the golden child. We were 4 years apart, so I thought a lot of the attention and that he got was because he was the oldest child, and we went to all his activities, and it always seemed to be about what he wanted to do. I guess I didn't notice it so much growing up, only as I looked back. As he became more and more narcissistic after we both got married and had children, he would do kind of his own thing. Didn't care too much about his only sister, and then even when I had kids and I was a divorced mom, him and his wife would do their own thing. And the only time we'd really see them was on the family vacation that my parents put together every summer. We would go to the beach, and we would all go, and there would be like various, we'd either share a house or we would be close by to each other. And let me tell you, if you want to go on a vacation with a narcissistic extended family, you are not going to relax after working all year. You are going to be so stressed out. You're going to wonder what the hell is going on. You just can't relax. So when we went, like I said, it was my parents, my narcissistic brother and his kids, and me and my kids. And it was always about what my parents and my brother wanted to do during that vacation, what restaurant they wanted to go to, what time they wanted to go, what activity they wanted to go to. And it didn't matter. I was never asked. Like, my kids were on a schedule too. But if they wanted to go out to dinner at 4, then we all had to go at 4. And I, being the nice person, would just go along with it. And God forbid I said something, they thought I was making trouble. I was told I was making trouble if I was just trying to say, let's all discuss it. You cannot do that. Discussing it doesn't work. They will basically ignore you or just tell you to be quiet, and the vacation goes on. So, I know this happens to other people, and they're thinking, is it us? Like, did we do something? Like, it isn't. I used to just take off with my kids, and they were young, and just go to all the stores and like leave these people during the day, because it was the only way to just get some freaking peace. So they manipulated everything that was going to happen. I think it was like a 7-day vacation. They even manipulated, like, well, why aren't you going to the beach we're going to? And my sons even, they were young, and they would like recognize, like, well, Mom, why can't we pick our beach or whatever? Why is that always what they want? So, young people tend to pick up on these things. But anyways, these people are very sick and manipulative, and they're just so used to doing what they do that they just don't really care. There were so many other things, like my brother and his wife got to come and take 2 car spaces, and I wasn't allowed to take one of the spaces. I had to go far and park, and if I brought it up, it was like it was a big fight, and actually one time I ended up leaving. So imagine your narcissistic parents who are in their 60s allowing me, single with 2 young children, to just drive home, a 3-hour home, and leave early instead of trying to work it out. They didn't care, and they never contacted me once I went home to find anything out. This is how it is. It's like a no-win situation. And it was interesting because, as I said, I mean, kids at 5, 6, and 7, they know something. They can pick up on something. But because we, as the adult, have lived with it for so long, we, make excuses that, oh, my family always does this. So they wanted to be the full show. They wanted to be in control. And in fact, they ended up taking the rest of the vacation. And I got nothing, and I was the single mother, and I got no time, and they all got to stay. And then going forward, I decided that I don't deserve this treatment, and why would I even go? This isn't even a vacation. I'd rather just be alone and take some days off. So the narcissistic family dynamic matrix, when they say, oh, let's go on a big extended family vacation, a normal family, it will probably be a beautiful experience. But in this kind of family, they will abuse you even on your one vacation all year. Thank you. Jill Speaks Wisdom.